Hello everyone, Anthony here from Windybeard. It's a quick video just to discuss what I'm working on and what I'm doing with Windybeard. As some of you may know, I've recently quit my job, which I've worked at for 8 years, to make a full-time effort with Windybeard and game development. So this is the first video, hopefully of many. I'm going to try and do at least one a week, just to sort of discuss what I'm doing, what I'm working on, and what I plan to be doing in the future. So, video in the background, that's an asset I'm working on for a new game currently in development. Doesn't really have much of a name at the moment. Concept's sort of down on paper, and I'm working on that. It's a Arkanoid Breakout RPG. So there's lots to design and stuff, and the picture in the back that you're watching being designed by myself, that's a node on a map. So if you think Super Mario Brothers on the SNES, you move around the world map. It's essentially what that is. So it'll be sort of rising out of the clouds, and clicking on it will give you information about that level and what's in there, and any targets and scores and prizes you can get while you're in there. And it's for the first map in the game, which will be like a meadow slash foresty sort of world. So it's an RPG and a Breakout clone at the same time. The RPG section of it, it's going to have some depth to it. I am aware that there are other Arkanoid games out there, but I intend to take this game further than it's ever been taken before. I really enjoy the concept of Arkanoid games. I know they're old and simple, but it's a great game, and it always has been. So I'm going to see what I can do with the concept. So as you play through the game, you have the basic Arkanoid paddle at the bottom, and you knock a ball about, breaking blocks. But the difference being that the character at the bottom is actually your character. So as it stands at the moment, it's the king. You're like a king of your own kingdom. It's all set in like a dream world, dream state sort of thing. And you have a kingdom. And that kingdom has been abolished. There's nothing there. You just have a large floating island with nothing on it. So what you're going to do is try and rebuild it and get all your population back and rebuild your kingdom. So you start off with a map, and you go off into the world, picking zones to play. And the zones will play out like an Arkanoid game, but there will be creatures milling about and walking around. And if you hit them with the ball, there'll be like a sword slash animation, and you'll do damage based on your level and what weapon you have equipped. You can unlock new weapons, you can level up your hero, unlocking new skills and magic. The swords and weapons are going to have if you think like a materia system, so you'll have slots depending on the weapon, and you'll unlock new abilities and perks as you play through the game, which you can slot into the available weapon slots. So you'll start off with like a rubbish weapon that will have no slots, and you may unlock a new weapon that has one slot, and you may have a couple of skills that you'll be able to put in. So you may be able to control the ball of the speed of the ball slightly, or you may have a fireball that you can shoot once per level, and then you can get better versions of those skills. So you may get later on a skill that allows you to shoot 3 fireballs, and you get these skills by completing the levels and leveling up your character. And you will receive these blueprints for things to build in your kingdom. So when you complete a level, you're awarded a dream stone. That's what it's called at the moment. So you're awarded like a stone. So you collect these stones. The harder the level, the more stones you get. And these blueprints require the dream stones to build. So you can build a house, or you could build a blacksmith. And then by building that, more people will move to your kingdom. You may get special bonuses, like you could get a hero move in and say, hey, I found a new map, check this out. And you'll have a look at it, and it'll be a whole new map, new levels, a new world. It could be a desert world, it could be a fiery world, who knows. And then you'll play through that, unlocking more stones, getting more blueprints, getting new weapons, leveling up your character, unlocking new skills. And so hopefully it's going to be a deep RPG experience, but with an Arkanoid gameplay. That's sort of what I'm aiming for. And as you can see from the video, it's going to be a bright, colourful game. I love bright, colourful games. And the actual gameplay itself, I'm trying to sort of go for a parody of the 16-bit RPG, so the actual gameplay will be almost tile-based. Obviously the bat and the ball will move in all directions nice and smooth as it needs to be, but the actual layout of the map will look hopefully like an old school RPG, but really nice and colourful. So that should be interesting. I'm not going for the pixel art look. Personal preference. I do enjoy it, but I'm going to go for a full hand drawn, full colour experience here, and that's what I like. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm working on here. This new game. There'll be a lot more details about this as we go forward, but I thought I would share that with you, as that's one of the things that I'm working on at the moment now that I am doing this full time. Also, I'm working a lot on Geo. So Geo is my newest release. It comes out on the 31st of January. It's been released on Steam. So I'm sort of putting a lot of time into the marketing of that. It's very hard to market a video game when it's just you and you don't have a huge budget, but I'm giving it my best shot. So I've been working on large adverts, sort of posters. If you think like internal comms within a huge organisation. So you have a picture of someone smiling and waving, you know, with this sort of gormless look on their face, and then a quote saying how great the company is to work for. So I've sort of gone for a parody of that, and I've done two so far. Two of the crew members from the game, and I've designed them in full high detail, and I'll stick a link in the description to that and to Geo for you to have a look at if you so wish. Also with Geo, I spend a lot of time patching it really, so it's all uploaded and everything's ready to go, ready for launch, but it's just fine tuning and tweaking, and it's still being tested as we speak. Well, some good friends of mine, they're putting some hours and some real hours into that game, and obviously uncovering small issues and giving suggestions, and I'm spending a lot of my time fixing any issues that come up. So hopefully I would like to say that Geo is complete. I think any issues that have come up have been fixed. Obviously, once it's released to the general public to consume, you know, there will be stuff that pops up that I am unaware of and none of my testers have picked up, and that's just the way it goes, and I'll obviously patch that and fix that as soon as I can. So that's something for me to look forward to. But yeah, so as we're approaching the 31st, I've got a lot to do for Geo. There's all the back office stuff for Steam, so I've added all the achievements, uploaded all the cards and all the graphic assets for the shop and all the descriptions. I've been working on my own personal website, getting that ready for the release, and that's it all takes a lot of time, but it's something I can do now, which is fantastic now that I'm doing this full time. It's a big step going full time, but I think it's possible. You know, I think I can make this work, and obviously if you guys want to watch and I'm posting out these videos, I'll keep you updated as to how it's going. So fingers crossed for me. Hopefully it goes well. Obviously like and share my stuff and subscribe and support me. I'd appreciate that. Every little helps. Anything will help me, so I'm always appreciative of any assistance in that respect. So I hope you like this video. It's only a quick one, just to sort of introduce myself and what I'm about. Obviously hit subscribe. There will be more videos. I'm hoping to do, like I said, at least one a week, just detailing what I'm working on, and I'll go into more detail about the games I work on and how I do it and the software I use and all of this in the future. This is just a brief intro to let you guys know what I'm doing and what I'm working on. So thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see some more, and spread the word. Geo is the 31st of January 2017 to be released on Steam. Thank you very much.